Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever episode of Fantasy Football Smackdown. I'm your host, DJ J Ski, and today we're going to have a 2010 season recap, some notes from Commissioner Carroll's first ever press conference, and also we'll be joined by special guest Brendo McKendo to discuss some things on the upcoming 2011 season. First, let's start things off with the 2010 recap with our reporter from the Smackdown, Tupper Mutalabala. Tupper?
All right, let's start here taking a look at our team's records. Both Green Street Elite and Ramrod finished the season 10-3. Green Street Elite finished with 45 more points on the season than Ramrod, allowing him to take the number one spot. Both teams, however, did see a bye in week 1 of the playoffs. Rounding out the top 5, we have the always potent Nustbusters in 3rd at 8-5, Fixation squeezing in 4th at 7-6, and the People's Champ, newcomer to the league, finishing out at 5th with a record of 6-7. The wildcard race was indeed intense in 2010. The final weeks of the season found 5 teams all fighting for the all-important wildcard seed. In the end, 4 teams were tied at 5-8. Pocketful of Napalm won the tiebreaker with slightly over 100 more points than the next best team. Moving to the playoffs. In the first round, the number 4 seed Fixation edged out newcomer the People's Champ 88-64 to move on to the semifinals to play Green Street Elite. In our other game, the Nutbusters came up just short, losing to Pocketful of Napalm, the wild card seed, at 136-124. Pocketful of Napalm, remarkable showing for the number 6 seed in his first round of the playoffs. He moves on to play Ramrod in the semifinals. Semifinal game 1, we see Green Street Elite versus Fixation. It was a tight matchup here, but in the end, Green Street Elite pulled it out 109-92 to move on to the finals. On the other side, we have 6 seed Pocketful of Napalm going up against Ramrod. Sort of a lackluster game here. Pocketful of Napalm disappointing fans and hopefuls and dropping the Ramrod 75-52. Alright, for our final matchup, we have about as good of a matchup as you could have hoped for. Green Street Elite, number 1 seed, fighting for back-to-back titles against Team Ramrod, a number 2 seed, trying to win their first ever Fantasy Football League title. The game, however, did not live up to the hype and was about as exciting as a road trip with your grandmother. Green Street Elite ramrodded Team Ramrod 147-41, winning their second title, becoming the second team to win back-to-back championships in league history. Reporting for the Smackdown, I'm Tupper Mutalabala.
Thank you, Tupper. Always a charming one. Alright, let's move on to the hottest topic in the league right now. Will the current player lockout affect the 2011 fantasy season? To answer this question, we took it right to the source, Commissioner Carroll. In his first ever press conference, Commissioner Carroll had this to say.
After lockout, it's all going to get squared away. Teams will be at camp on time. It's going to be an awesome year. I'm really pumped.
Commissioner Carroll also went on to note some upcoming league changes to policy and draft rules.
We're done with this whole drafting teams for people. If you're not there, we're going to have alternates ready, on standby to take your spot. We're not drafting teams for people. It's just not happening this year.
We also asked Mr. Carroll what sparked these recent changes in league policy.
Barone, you've fucking never been to a draft. Suck it up. We all have work and school. It's not that hard.
And now it's time for this year's Toilet Bowl Award. This year's award is going to go to Rooster Illusion. Managing only to pull off 4 wins during the regular season, 0 wins in the consolation bracket, and second to last in points for on the league, also never managing to make a single draft. Rooster Illusion, this flush is for you. Now let's go to special guest Brendo McKendo, joining us live via satellite. Mr. McKendo is owner and general manager of Team Zero Cool. Mr. McKendo, Team Zero Cool finished second in the consolation bracket this year, with White Collar Crime finishing first. They've already announced that they'll most likely take Adrian Peterson as the first overall pick. Who do you think you will draft second?
You little sweet ass. I'm going to draft him.
But White Collar Crime already said they're going to pick him.
I'm not even going to draft. All right, I'll draft. I'm not going to draft. I'll draft.
So you are going to draft. Okay, great. Let's move on. Mr. McKendo, many critics have said that Team Zero Cool just cannot win with you managing them, citing 4 poor performances with top draft picks every year. Do you think this year will be the year that your team will make a run at the title?
Oh, come on, get out of here. I don't think so.
So you think another losing season is in order for Team Zero Cool?
Even know what football is, I don't think you even really know what a sport is.
Earlier today, Commissioner Carroll had his first press conference. Any feelings on that?
Commissioner, you cheating bastard.
So you think he is indeed a corrupt commissioner?
I don't know, something like that.
Hey, I'm right there with you, man, whatever you say. All right, that's about all the time we have for Mr. McKendo. I appreciate you joining us, and good luck in the upcoming 2011 fantasy season. And that's about all the time we have here today on the Smackdown. But I do want to leave you guys with a few important notes, some shout-outs to various owners around the league. Green Street Elite, the jig is up, buddy. There's going to be no more deadline changes, no more interleague trades. Your jig is up. You can't win, buddy. You can't win. Anybody else? You know what? You're not even on my radar. So, it doesn't matter. Team Nutbusters all the way. Winning year every year. Winningest team in league history. The Nutbusters.